Hello everyone, LQ here with a quick video as we just had some leaks drop of the new Ninjago 2022 core sets. And yes, this is a core wave as I kind of expected it. It's probably going to be a trend for at least into 2023 and 2024. Will this line be as lackluster as I considered last year's core line to be, though? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to kind of go from largest to smallest here. Starting off with the Zane's Ice Dragon creature set. Probably the best one of the wave. Maybe there's one other, but either way, this is actually a pretty good set. Looks really cool. If you notice down there on the joints, those are the new ball and socket pieces in white instead of gray. That is not something we've seen before, and that is very welcome. There is also new enemies, the Bone King and other bone enemies. I think they at least look better than the Geo Vipers did. Though without any story, I generally still find the villains to be lackluster in these sort of things. Interestingly enough, this one also is advertised to have a 2-in-1 alternate build. I don't know how I feel about how the alternate build looks, but it doesn't look awful, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. That's definitely not something I would display there. I like the 6-legged dragon look is actually really cool. Something I can't recall ever getting before. I will maybe pick this one up, depending on the price. We have not seen a price yet. If it's outrageous, like closer to what the golden dragon was and above $100, then I will probably wait and maybe get it on sale. Otherwise, if it's sub 100, I'll consider getting it. I think there's some new piece usage here that's pretty cool. We actually don't get white dragons all that often in Ninjago. The last one I think came with the Palace of the... not Crystal King, what was it? The Ice Emperor. Yes, the Ice Emperor's Palace was the last time we actually got one of those, so... that is certainly interesting to see it. I also want to take a quick note here that there does appear to be a box of bricks for Ninjago being released. This might actually be appealing to me as I'm trying to do some Ninjago mocks, so having all those pieces in there could be very helpful, though the price per piece ratio doesn't seem to be great. There are a couple minifigures in the background there that I can't quite make out what they're supposed to be either, so we will need to get better pictures of that. I believe this is rumored to be going at $60 with around 500 and some bricks in it. Oh yeah, so the next one, actually, I said the Ice Dragon might be the best. No, this one's probably going to be the best. I actually really like this one, the J-Titan mech. I wanted a J-Titan mech for a long time. J only really has one mech that I can ever recall, and that is the Lightning mech from Tournament of Elements, so it's been quite a while there. And boy, does this do some interesting and new things with the Titan mech concept, having a way more nimble approach to it. He's got like these Sekiro-looking swords on his knee over there, these giant blasters, also this weird curvy thing to have the head or the helmet on the mech. No, I really think this is cool. I will definitely pick this one up. This is definitely the best set of the wave in my opinion. And I believe we've gotten this priced at $80. I don't yet know the piece count on it. All of these do come from promo bricks, by the way. Some of the stuff I believe has yet to be verified, but I do believe the price should be $80 on this one. And again, this one, $80 is still a lot, but I could pay $80 for this probably. I think it's cool. It looks like a very fun build, and I love the colors, the blue and white, and the very unique builds they did with this one. Unfortunately, that's about the best of the wave, as next we have the Kai Mech Raider. So apparently the gimmick with this one is that it's a bike that a mech goes on, and oh, it looks kind of ugly. This is $45 too. I can't say I'm a fan of this one. It looks clunky and ugly, and for some reason Kai has another one of the Core or Evo mechs, and it's just not fun. I believe this one's going to be 312 pieces for $45, and no thanks. I won't be picking this one up. I don't think it looks good in almost any respect. And also, since all of these are reusing the previous Core minifigures, I see no reason to buy them for minifigures, so they're going to have to do it on build alone. This one certainly doesn't make it. And then we have another Evo Dragon. Unlike the Fire and Lightning Dragons of 2022, I don't hate this one. I think the Earth Dragon Evo actually looks quite a bit more solid, though this picture doesn't make it the easiest to see. I don't know, something about it, I do think I like this one quite a bit better. Does that mean I'll get it? I'm not sure I really see a reason to get it. It does have a much more juniorized looking build, and if it really is $35, that's not a great price for me. I think I'll probably pass on it unless I see a pretty good deal out there. Though that head, that does look pretty cool. Those horns do look pretty cool overall. Like I said, not a bad set. Definitely an improvement over the last Evo Dragons, which I found to be pretty hideous sets. Then we have the Lloyd's Mech Battle Evo. Lloyd also gets another mech, though I guess a bit more fair because his was a 4+ last time and not really an Evo mech. Also, one of the Bone Warrior guys gets a mech. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Evo mech. Just let's listen to what I said about the Kai one before. I don't like the non-articulating joints. I think they're kind of clunky and not that fun. I much prefer the superheroes mechs, which have a little bit more articulation in them. So, yeah, not going to be picking this one up under almost any circumstances, unless it's like a sale it's too good to pass up. This is about $20 at release. Then we get into the last two $10 sets here, which are basically junior sets. We got to the Kai's Race Car Evo. For $10, not awful, but there's no reason for me to pick this set up. It's not marketed towards me. It's obviously marketed towards much younger children who don't really care about having an Ninjago collection or the lore or anything. Same with the J Lightning Jet Evo. This one I actually think looks pretty bad overall, the way that visor doesn't even cover J up. Again, for $10, maybe not really the worst thing ever. Both are under 100 pieces, I believe, but both are pretty lackluster overall. So it's hard to say, do I like this better than the last Core Wave? Well, last Core Wave, the only set that really stood out to me was the Lloyd Legendary Dragon, which I did like a fair bit. Other sets like the Temple and the Ultra Combo Mech, while I know a lot of people like them, I was not too happy with them at all. So, the fact that there are two, albeit much larger sets coming out this wave that I do like, this is probably a better wave overall. I do find the villains, again, more entertaining than the Geo Serpents or Geo Vipers as well, even though I probably won't really care for them all that too much because there's not going to be any story for them. But at least that's two sets I'll be picking up, even if there's no new minifigures in them. Be sure to leave your thoughts on what you think of this wave in the comments below if you'll be picking up any of these sets. And be sure to check out the podcast, as I'll be going much further into depth on these in a future episode. Have a good one.